Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled at the edge of a dense forest, lived a young girl named Laila. She was known for her vibrant spirit and her favorite possession, a beautiful red cloak. Everywhere she went, she wore her red cloak, and thus she became known as Little Red Riding Hood. Laila's grandmother, whom she adored, also resided in the village but on the other side of the forest. One sunny morning, Laila's mother called her into the kitchen and handed her a basket filled with freshly baked goodies. "Laila, my dear," her mother said, "please take this basket of treats to your grandmother. She isn't feeling well, and it would bring her great joy to see you." With her red cloak wrapped around her, Laila set off on the familiar path through the forest. The birds chirped merrily, and the sunlight filtered through the trees, casting a warm glow on the forest floor. Laila skipped along, humming a cheerful tune. Unbeknownst to Laila, a cunning wolf had been observing her from afar. The wolf's eyes gleamed with mischief as it devised a plan to reach Laila's grandmother before her. With swift strides, the wolf dashed through the forest, taking a shortcut to the grandmother's house. Upon arriving at her grandmother's cottage, Laila found the door slightly ajar. She walked in, calling out, "Grandmother, it's me, Laila." To her surprise, a deep voice responded, "Come in, my dear." Laila entered the room cautiously and saw her grandmother lying in bed, looking quite different. "Oh, grandmother," Laila exclaimed, "what big ears you have." The wolf disguised itself as the grandmother replied, "All the better to hear you with, my dear." Laila's suspicion grew as she noticed more peculiarities. "But grandmother," she said, "what big eyes you have." The wolf, maintaining its disguise, replied, "All the better to see you with, my dear." Finally, Laila exclaimed, "Grandmother, what big teeth you have." The wolf could no longer contain its excitement and leaped out of the bed, revealing its true form. "All the better to eat you with," it growled menacingly. Laila's instincts kicked in, and she swiftly grabbed her red cloak, wrapping it around herself tightly. With courage in her heart, she darted out of the cottage, running as fast as her legs could carry her. The wolf chased her through the forest, its jaws snapping close behind. Just as the wolf was about to catch up, a group of woodcutters heard Laila's cries for help and rushed to her aid. Armed with axes, they scared the wolf away, saving Laila from its clutches. Breathing heavily, Laila thanked the woodcutters for their bravery. She then made her way back to her grandmother's cottage, where together, they mended the door and ensured their safety. From that day forward, Laila learned to be cautious and never venture off the path through the forest alone. Her red cloak became a symbol of her resilience and bravery, reminding her of the adventure that had shaped her. And so, the tale of Little Red Riding Hood, with Laila as its heroic protagonist, continued to be told throughout the village for generations to come, teaching children the importance of caution and the strength that lies within.